Hey, good Friday morning. I trust that you're ready for the weekend. We had a great Thursday night concert with our senior adults last night, going to First Baptist in Salisbury to hear the Lefevres, and appreciate all those who came, were part of that. We had a lot of fun. Our hospital patients are mostly on the upswing. Jerry Holton has gone to a rehab facility. John Elliott has gone home. Brittany and Reese Parker have gone home. Miss Faye Fincher was having a much better day Thursday than she did Friday. Miss June Sluter sounded good, and she'll be looking at some rehab and therapy in the days ahead. And then Mr. John Earls went home, but had to go back to the hospital by ambulance. So you pray for Mr. John. And we just trust the Lord will continue to look after these. Many other folks deal with some chronic things and can use our intercessory prayer. And of course, we've got several facing surgery in the next several weeks. That's Ernie Whitman, Charles Simpson, and Wendy Douglas primarily. So let's lift all of them up. But back to these funeral sermons, not ranking these in order of most popular to least popular, but just as they come into my mind, those that I have used and those that I think bring special comfort and hope to families. Take you to John 11, 25 and 26. There's an entire context to these two verses, but I'm not going to read that entire context. We'll just talk on it here just briefly. Jesus said to Martha and Mary both encountered Jesus in John 11. Jesus has come to Bethany because their brother Lazarus has passed. And just before he raised Lazarus from the dead, Jesus said, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he may die, yet shall he live. He goes on to say, and he that lives and believes in me shall never die. Jesus is giving us a look at the church age right here. And those in the church age, those in this 2,000-year window, post-cross, post-Pentecost, Jesus is saying, even if a believer, one who has faith in me, dies during the church age, he's going to live. Paul told the Corinthians that to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. And so we live on eternally, immediately. However, the body is resurrected at the occasion of the rapture. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 tells us that, and we'll be back to 1 Thessalonians 4 inevitably in this discussion of funeral texts. And then he goes on to say, and whoever lives and believes in me shall never die. So here's the key. If you die in this church age window, you'll be resurrected. You'll live again. But if you live until Christ returns, then you will be raptured, glorified in your body, and never die. Those are the two differences in verses 25 and 26. And that ought to bring great hope to those who have lost a loved one and even those who are facing death. To know that death does not hold any permanent sway over us. Well, I hope these texts have been a blessing to you. It's been a blessing to me just to go back and rehearse them just a little bit. Looking forward to the Lord's Day, where we have Romans chapter 9, verses 1 to 13 as our primary text, the Sunday school lesson from 1 Peter 3, 13 to 22. And this Sunday, being the first Sunday of the month, is a time that we focus on prayer. We'll be gathered in the church fellowship hall at 8:15 for a season of prayer, asking the Lord to bless this month. It's a wonderful month as we celebrate the resurrection. And I hope that you'll have a great Friday. If we at the church can serve you in any way, please reach out and let us know. And just our desire is that you would be blessed and that God would be glorified and that he would use us in his work. Have a great day. God bless.